While we were all still making our New Year's resolutions come to life, do you guys know what Naomi Osaka did? Well, she got herself a new extravagant home from yet another singer who is also named Nick. This apartment will most likely blow your mind to bits, so be careful. The Japanese professional tennis player, who is currently ranked number 13 in the Women's Tennis Association ranking, is the first Asian in world history to hold the number 1 position. She had come from a tough love story, has been through thick and thin to get to where she is, and today we will be talking about 2 things basically. 1, the glam and charm of her new home, and 2, how she's been able to purchase these houses. Her new house. Her new home was bought from yet another pop star who this time around is Nick Lachey, the singer of the boy band 98 Degrees. Nick and his wife had decided to spend their lockdown hours in their newly purchased traditional-inspired mansion, which went for the sum of $5.1 million. The house was built in 2015, and before Nick purchased it, it was initially owned by NFL star Randall Cobb in 2018, who bought it for $4.8 million. Now in the hands of Nick and his wife, Vanessa Lachey, the mansion had appreciated even further, and when Naomi approached the couple for it, they had sold it for $6.3 million in an off-market deal. The house covers almost 7,000 square feet, but the entire property is 30,000 square feet and is located in San Fernando Valley, Los Angeles, California. The building is found in a cul-de-sac in LA's Tarzana neighborhood, which has on its entrance double gates. The building itself has no gate, and what welcomes one to the home is its gorgeous and well-cut front lawns, a 4-car garage, and a driveway that can accommodate more than a dozen cars. On entering the house, your legs and eyes are first greeted by the dark brown hardwood floors, and an enormous space that carries various ornaments, portraits, and directions to various rooms or spaces like the large kitchen where Naomi, her family, and friends can cook and dine in. But there is also a separate dining room that is even more glamorous, boasting of patterned wallpapers and wainscoting. Then there's a long wooden dining table with beige chairs. The all-white gourmet kitchen, which has 2 marble islands, a massive refrigerator, and a lot of counter spaces for cooking, is adjoined to an enormous family room with built-in bookshelves, a fireplace, and doors leading to a backyard. This backyard is a privileged sight to behold, believe it. It has a bar, a built-in barbecue stand, a fire pit, dark-bottomed pool, a patio, and well-manicured grassy lawns. The backyard also boasts a 2-story kids' playhouse and palm trees. And of course, there's a court which currently is equipped for basketball, but which will most likely be converted to one for tennis once Naomi moves in. From this beautiful backyard, the valley and the Santa Susana Mountains can be seen. Back inside the house, you'd find something called a parlor games room that has a pool table, a bar, and a temperature-controlled wine cellar nearby. Then, separate from this is the living room, which is painted with bright white colors and equipped with a long gray couch that can accommodate Naomi and her family while they watch TV. The home has 5 bedrooms, and each room has en-suite bathrooms. But there exists a master's bedroom upstairs that boasts of its own private balcony, private sitting room, and dual closets. This upstairs balcony is 600 square feet of space that overlooks the mountains and backyard outside. And just off the master's bedroom, you'll find 2 more balconies topped by sloped ceilings, exposed beams, and a 2-sided fireplace that provides warmth for someone standing as far as the bathroom and bedroom. The bathroom is equipped with a large standing shower, soaking tub, and a built-in bench. Just amazing! Certainly Naomi can't wait to move in, and that is if she hasn't already. But she is most likely still in her former house, which she had purchased from another musician named Nick. Okay, let's meet her first home. Her first house. In 2019, Naomi approached Nick Jonas in an off-market deal to buy his house from him for a whopping $7 million. The singer-songwriter had purchased the house the year prior, just before he engaged the actress Priyanka Chopra. The 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom architectural home is situated on a half-an-acre plot of land just high above in the mountains of Beverly Hills. The house is built on 5,000 square feet of land. It is an old house that was constructed in 1960, but which was later renovated in 2015 by Space International designers. The company, led by LA nightclub owner Jason Lev, had done a lot of work on the apartment, ensuring that the house took on a charm and glam inspired by mid-century designs. Even though there is nothing minimal about the price of the house, it still is a minimalist home, with high ceilings and huge clerestory windows that enable the generous entry of light throughout the house. Inside the house is a chef's kitchen with state-of-the-art appliances, a refrigerator for wine, a built-in espresso machine, and close to this is a master's bathroom with a freestanding agape spoon tub on top of marble flooring. As per Naomi's wish, the house flooring is wooden to add a Japanese heritage theme to it. For Naomi's relaxation, the living room has a built-in shelf with a large flat-screen TV attached to it, and close by, there is a dining room that overlooks the swimming pool outside. The house also has an office room, which is surrounded by a clear, magnificent view of the shrubs and mountains close by. Close to the periphery of the building, you would find a freestanding guest house and terrace that surrounds an infinity pool to create an interesting courtyard with added privacy. Naomi lives here with her boyfriend Corday Amari Dunstan, who is a rapper. While down in Florida, she has another home where her parents stay. So we've met these houses and marveled at their glamour. But how about the person who's been fortunate enough to buy them? How much do we know about her? Let's see. Who is Naomi Osaka? In Naomi Osaka's official website, she describes herself as full of quirky candor, a global citizen, a catalyst for change, forging the future, redefining the tennis game, hard-hitting, building a legacy, shifting perspective, perfecting her game, a self-proclaimed goofball, a rising fashion icon, and no doubt all of these titles and personal aspirations totally suit her. By being the first Asian to hold the #1 spot at the WTA, by winning for herself 4 Grand Slam titles and 7 titles on the WTA Tour, she has stamped her name on the record books already, and she is still just 24 years of age. Naomi Osaka became a pro and began her swift journey to stardom and riches. Here is how she's been able to accumulate so many millions, enough to buy luxury houses in America. How did she make her money? It's pertinent to note that Naomi Osaka is one of the most marketable sports people in the world, and in 2020 was ranked number 8 in endorsement income. Just the year previous in 2019, she earned $16 million in endorsement deals and was number 2 among female athletes in the world, just behind Serena Williams, who earned $25 million. Osaka, as reported by Forbes in 2021, earned an estimated net worth of $60 million, and out of all these, only $5 million was made off the court. Every other drop of the dollar came from the plate of sponsorship deals. She is also a businesswoman with wide entrepreneurial interests. To begin, she owns a sun and skincare product line called Kinlo, which is specifically targeted at Black, Brown, and Asian Pacific communities. In early 2021, it was announced that she had become an investor to the North Carolina Courage Soccer Club, which is one of the best in the world. The Japanese star also has equity shares at VR startup Status Pro and plant-based chicken maker Daring Foods, and so on. Then of course there are the other millions of dollars she's been able to collect from winning prizes on the court. Now with a net worth of $57 million according to Forbes, she can afford an extravagant life, including the purchase of her most recent house in LA. Naomi may currently be struggling with tennis since the beginning of the year 2022, but this, her most recent purchase, clearly shows that she is still in good spirit. And one thing is for sure, she will bounce back, and maybe we'll get to witness her buy another lavish apartment.